living in a crazy world, following the path that always twists and turns. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind the devil, 'cause you think you'll live forever. Say you're never getting old, out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to live for something, or in the end you will be nothing. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence you're lonely love when you crash and burn. Red light, oh, red light, red light, red light. Falling down and then rising up, reach the clouds in a state of flux. Rolling through the sky, I forget the faces. Do you ever wonder why we try to find these places? Hold my hand and call out my name. We'll go to a land where our hearts can stay. I can see you falling, reaching for a grip. Come with me, I'm rising and I'll never let you slip. No, don't worry, my love. Look to the stars above. I've got you for now, and we are coming down. Hold my hand and call out my name. We'll go to a land where our hearts can stay. I can see you falling, reaching for a grip. Come with me, I'm rising and I'll never let you slip. No, don't worry, my love. Look to the stars above. I've got you for now, and we are coming down. I'll take us from here, beyond the stratosphere, embracing the sound, and we are coming down. Sometimes you just feel like you don't belong. If you did before, not anymore, but nothing's wrong. It's just how life moves on. No, I found my way back again, but then it might be all gone. Another story you can put into a song. Oh,
All right. What's going on, everybody? How we all doing? Oh, making sure that everything is working properly on my end. Seems to be fine. All right. Beautiful. So, it's been quite a while since I've played Fortnite personally. I have played it a little bit since the zero build mode has been released, which I think is pretty interesting. Let me know if the music's too loud. I can turn it down. It shouldn't be too bad. So it looks like they've just split the game into zero build and build mode, which would probably be arena, probably. And now they've even got little mini games for stuff with no building as well, which is awesome. So hopefully that'll revive the game into what it, make it better. Let me get the music down a bit here. There we go. That should be decent. I'm going to try a squads match to start us off here. And I can bring the audio of the game up a bit. I won't lie. It's weird because I've talked about it on podcasts before, but Fortnite was never really a terrible game. It became really absurd after a while. And it was more of like you had to embrace that absurdity in order to enjoy it. Make sure I have push to talk on and figure out what my push to talk button is. What is my push to talk button? Building, communication. I don't have one. What's my what?
Gay.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Alright. So I don't currently have push to talk bound to anything. I wonder what tilde is currently bound to. Oh, it's my inventory button, I think. See, this really brings back the kind of vibe that I was like from the last few games I've played. It really brings that vibe from the earlier seasons again, because it feels like everybody I interact with, they have just as good of a chance of killing me as I do them, with the exception of the bots. Like, there are parts of this map that you just don't realize are built for the building verticality, and sometimes that it becomes very apparent. Like, there's a part of Shifty over there, like the part where the tires are at. It's very hard to bounce yourself out of that hole without being able to build a platform to land on. And it's just those small little design bits that are interesting. And like bits of the helicarriers too. There's like a bit where you fly up to it. If you land on that lip of it instead of higher up, you just can't jump and mount onto the top. The mounting mechanic is really cool though. I need to get that shotgun. I like the more parkour focus that the characters have now. It feels more like it adds to the mobility without really adding to the mobility. Because it's technically still slower than what building was, but it's still just as satisfying. Especially if you can chain them together to climb like a high building, like I've done previously. It's pretty satisfying. Is there a chest here? There is. And the sprinting's satisfying, it's just the stamina bar takes a while to regen. And you can abuse it a little too. Alright. Yeah, see, this is what I don't like. There's a lot of XP bots in here. I mean, to be fair, they almost kicked my ass. I gotta get the hang of the aiming in this game again. I've been playing Apex so much that I'm so used to the full aim down sights. Let me hit this bounty board here. Alright, we know another team's off to our bottom left. This game, like, obviously, it's weird. The skill gap is heavily bridged by building. Like, you'll notice that even the bots are significantly harder to deal with when they can build a wall in front of them just infinitely if they want to. But I think since you remove it, it makes them a little less fun to deal with, because they just kind of stand there and shoot at you. But the other player interactions are fun. I could really go for a shotgun of some sort, though. I spent a little bit earlier today. I was supposed to start stream like an hour ago, but I was trying to see if I could get it to work where I could record and stream it at high quality. And I cannot record it in the same aspect ratio I normally record things and stream at the normal without it being stretched. So it was worth an attempt. I'm sure there's some plugin or something I can use, but that's a lot of effort. What is this? An anvil rocket launcher. So is it one of the ones that go up in the air and then land down? Or oh, it locks onto vehicles. Gotcha. Given the surprising amount of people who use vehicles in this game, that'll come in handy. I don't really like them. They're too loud for the amount of speed they have. Not quite justified. Alright, if we could get moving, that'd be awesome. I would really like that. We got people to find. There's that team that's heading way off that way. It looks like they're getting ready to drive out of town. We just need to pick a direction and get moving. I feel like the only other difference with this game is you gotta worry about, like, your teammates not being super focused. Like, they're really about driving this car. Like, as cool as they are, I'm sure they're a great, like, they look fun and sound fun. They're not well built. Like, driving them is not as satisfying as they feel, or as they should be. I was playing Cyberpunk yesterday because I'm trying to give it a chance, and the only complaint I have right now is the driving in that game is very clunky. Come here. Ooh, shotgun. Give me that shotgun. Okay. Ooh, alright, I've learned how that works. Okay, yeah, to be fair, maybe my eyes cannot differentiate the characters from the environment anymore. There's just so many different skins now, but it's no problem. I think they got me, my team. Let me get some better music going. Come on, there's gotta be something better than this. Albums. Let's try this one. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all, actually. That's a little better. Alright, looks like they're heading for the reboot van, so actually I don't even have to really worry. This is a pretty slow game, to be honest. I might jump into a solos after this to see what I can get different out of it. Or at least I would imagine they're good. Oh, they didn't even pick up my card. No word. There he is. Alright, cool. This team didn't seem to be all up to code anyway. We'll do a good 4 or 5 matches of this, and then we'll see about switching over to something else. Let's try a standard 0 build and see what that's like. It's kind of weird just how many skins there are in this game now. There's at least like 10 grand worth of skins in here or something like that, which I think is insane. Like, there are still some skins that have come out that I haven't seen in game yet. I think I just saw the Ariana Grande skin a couple games ago. I still don't think this beats Apex in terms of like a good battle royale to just jump in and play. But it does scratch that itch of like a less serious battle royale experience. Go. All right, this one's on me. Where are we gonna land? I've actually not checked out this left side of the map very much. I tend to highly favor the right side of the map if I'm playing solos for some reason. I think it's just because left feels like the more instinctual way to go, like the instinctual way to land. I might actually just land on the helicarrier. Someone else had the same idea. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll take the sniper for now. That's it. That's it. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. Ah. Yeah, he got the... He landed on the better side. That's completely fair. I will say, the novelty wears off a little faster when it's on stream, but that's probably because the, what's the word? Usually this is a game I'd play while I'm watching something else and just going about my business, you know? So, I can easily see why it would be a little more obnoxious to die multiple times in a row on stream. I don't really particularly mind, otherwise why do I have my building materials here? Interesting. I think they've added them back to the UI, they just haven't. They just don't have them in 0 build. I'll have to jump in and try a regular build mode again just to see what the difference is. See if I can end up building up a win in both modes. Man, it's weird. I've watched like my collection of games because I've been uninstalling and installing a bunch of new games over and over again, and it's like I've gone from a lot of multiplayer games to a lot of single player games now. Finally, I just have to actually get myself to finish them. Like I have Red Dead 2 that I'm like 25% of the way through. I'm starting Cyberpunk because I needed a shooter. I've also got, there's another one that I've got on there that I haven't played much of, but I should be playing. If I remember it all, or if I look at my home screen in a minute, I'll bring it back up. But It's like I've uninstalled and reinstalled like different Far Cry games multiple times. Like it's hard for me to stay playing the same one, but I really do enjoy it. Cyberpunk is actually kind of gripping me because I'm really trying to focus and hone in on the story. Can you not, dude? Play it a little. All right, now it's game on. I am perfectly okay with whatever you want to throw at me now, friend. As a matter of fact, where are you at? Oh, I see him. There we go. You banker, huh? And he had a shotgun for me. How nice, but he's not the guy who shot at me earlier, then. Give me a way to get up there. There it is. I threw that too low. That's it. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. I dare you. Oh, fair enough. That's one of those situations where the building would have made a difference, huh? Because I could have... maybe not. That didn't happen. Man. I really dropped the ball on Monday. Yesterday, we were supposed to film a podcast. It was only me who ended up not calling through, or not being able to go. Because I just woken up, I was terrible in the morning. I was tired. I felt ill. It was rough. So this time it was on me. I really felt bad about that because I really wanted to do it. A lot happened. The Oscars had happened the night before. Like the whole Chris Rock slap thing, Will Smith, that was hilarious. And also the reason I knew about the Oscars, which was lucky because we were definitely going to talk about the movies that were winning the awards and didn't win the awards. So it's a good thing it gave me a second to brush up on it. And a lot of movies got robbed this year, which is crazy. The whole Oscars as a whole was crazy this year. Not just that big headline moment. All right, let's do up here. Like, I'm not a big fan of like award shows as they are, but I still think the ones that have the highest regard for their respective media types, I think that they have a good. It's taking me a second. I think that their biggest job is to do their best in representing what is the best. If you get what I'm saying. Like, if they're gonna be the highest regarded award show, they need to get it right. And there were several movies that got snubbed this year in favor of significantly worse movies, and actors or directors or whatever that got snubbed as well. I'm not exactly sure what won Best Animation, but something tells me it wasn't what should have, I don't think. I heard that there was a big controversy over the animation category as a whole at the Oscars. I didn't read into it too much. I'm supposed to do that before next podcast. But it's essentially just they're getting more detached. Hollywood is. It's weird as we shift the medium to self-published content. More and more, they're slowly getting left behind. Ooh, now there's some lag. That's fine. I was expecting that at some point. To be fair, this game isn't even super intensive. It's just I have it on high settings for the sake of looking really good visually. I can drop. I mean, it's not It's not terrible where it's at right now. I think it's just a little... Most of the games we play nowadays are laggy, at least a little bit for some reason. Not much we can really do about it. A dual PC stream setup is just not worth the effort it would take. Okay, where am I being shot at from? Is my question. There he is. Hello. This is a person. Oh, come on, switch to the shotgun, Nick. What is... He had a drum shot. That's fine. I'm not going to turn the graphics settings down, because it's not worth the effort. We're just going to swap over to something that'll be handled a little better by the computer. Even if we have to switch down to fucking Minecraft. I don't know. My computer's been dropping the ball a little bit lately. This is the intermission screen, isn't it? Like, I'm still visible here, aren't I? Okay, we're going to the be right back screen. No worries. Resource intensive game, huh? Well, I guess it's because I'm recording it while streaming it, and that's my bad. Because we definitely won't be recording while streaming Forza, so. Let me check real quick to see if there's any trailers that came out today in the meantime, while I get this set up, because I do have to put together the steering wheel real quick. Getting it almost. And there we go. All right.
Press Enter to start. Press X for accessibility.
All right. Now let's hope that this game can actually run for more than a...
Press device 1.
Uh-oh, I think the narrator's glitched on again. Fucking thing. But hopefully we can actually do a little bit more racing than just 2 races before the game goes bad, you know? That would be very nice. Because I do really enjoy playing this game. It is just a good game to relax and pass the time. I'll actually... Is there a way to selective record my a specific audio source? There is, yeah, stream track. There we go. Recording track. But I guess the VOD would just be ripped entirely, so I can't play copyrighted music if I wanted to. So we will just up the music a bit. See if there's a better non-UMCA. What we got here? This might be a little better. I like that a little better. All right. Here we go. We can drive around in the Supra a little more, can't we? Yeah. This one hasn't gotten its time in the spotlight quite like the other ones have, I don't think. I'm gonna have to lift this microphone a little bit. There we go. Still haven't decided on which camera I like. The inside camera is growing on me a little bit. It is definitely making the, I want to stay on low on this. It definitely makes the driving a little more, like, easy to stay in a line and stuff, just because it's what I'm used to. Obviously, I'm not used to looking at my car from the third person in the real world. But, it probably won't be super useful in races if I want to get around things and watch my back better. I don't know. We'll do. Oh. Interesting. New barn find. I still feel like having the car out and visible is a little more fun for everybody. Little off-road there. Can we save it? We can. And just to go off-road again. Alright. Now we can find our actual first job to do. I want... Let's see. Horizon Mexico Circuit. Let's try this one.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Got a little ways to go, but we'll get there. Man, you know, it's weird. I've slowly, like, ever since I got the steering wheel, I've garnered a more of a liking for, like, racing sims, which in turn has made me like racing a little more. So, while I was back in my hometown for a little while, and I needed to pass some time, so I went bowling just by myself. And there was an F1 game, F1 match on directly above my bowling area. And I think I remember bowling an entire 10 frames by the time it took for the red flag to get lifted. So I essentially watched, like, no progress made on the race. But I did get to see, like, the big crash that night, which I guess for some people that is what they come to watch the sport for. Let's start us up. This was the one I was supposed to go to, right? Or am I... Oops. No, I still have more to go. This is just a one that was on the way. Alright. I will say, I definitely didn't used to play racing games often as a kid. I did have, like, an F1 game. I also had, like, a rally drag racing game. And then I had a couple of the Gran Turismos on PlayStation 2. Gran Turismo 4 was the one that I remember playing the most. I couldn't really get past getting the licenses, though, which is kind of sad. But to be fair, I was a kid who didn't know how to drive at the time. Alright, we're doing the Mexico Circuit. Let's do the Porsche. You want to do the Porsche this time? Ah, yes, my stream's least favorite part of the game. The showcase area. There's no way to skip through this. Like, I really would just skip through this bit if I could. Hang in there. Come on, we can do it. We can handle those reflections, right? It's not that graphically intensive. Oh, I just realized the microphone's in the camera, which is probably a little gross for the green screen. My hair trapped behind my headphone on this side? Maybe a little bit. There we go. What is starting grid? What is this? Oh, it's the order we're in. Okay. I have not had to tune my car. I'm sure there's like a bunch of shit you can get into with all this, but I don't know where you would even begin to learn it. I think it all has to do with just like that's one of those things you just watch videos for, right? Like, they don't teach you any of that in the game, or you don't learn it as you go, do you? Alright, here we go. Our first race of the day. We want to take it a little easy here. Right, well, we've already caused a bit of a problem with that guy. But this shouldn't be bad. If I can just avoid... This guy's got a nice ramp on his car. I'll respect it. I will not scratch it. See, my slowing down is what's causing me to lose control here. My not wanting to bump into other cars is becoming a problem. So I think I need to just get used to using the brake a little more. Alright. Let myself steady out. It's fine. They'll pass me, but I'll get mine back in a second here. Perfect. This is much better. Okay. This is the perfect time to get ahead. Right before the turn. Take the inside lane, even though I literally used him to stabilize my car. Alright, we're in 6th. We've got room to get up to... We're, yeah, halfway. We can get up half the pack by the end of the next 2 laps. Especially if we use the same straights we used the last time. So this is like my... So as I was saying, like, since I didn't really play many racing games, this is like my first real... Like, besides playing Assetto Corsa before this, this is like my first real game that I'm actually trying to play through and enjoy. Assetto Corsa is a bit more... Like, it's a bit more realistic, so it's a bit harder to get used to actually racing against other cars and winning. Because a lot of it's in pacing yourself in the car, more so than I thought it would be. You know, when you're playing with a controller, you can just kind of hold the X button, and it'll take you as fast as you need it to go. Oh, well, I guess not the X button anymore. See, that shows how long it's been since I've raced in a racing game with a controller. It's the trigger. Which I cannot believe I did not understand. I think I missed that, yeah. Which I can't believe I didn't understand. There was definitely a rally car racing game I got on the PS2 that was like one of the first games to use the triggers for the gas. And I just didn't, I could not comprehend it. The fact that it was not X to go was beyond me. Alright. Now I need to get serious, because this is where I was when I was planning to get ahead of these 6 people, and I seem to have gained 1 place since then. This would be a good time to get ahead of this guy. And this guy, maybe? Or am I gonna regret this? Nope. I make it work. Alright, he's definitely spinning me out here. Never mind, I've saved it somehow. Gained it to 4th. Need to be a little slower around this turn. But this is the time. Perfect. Close the gap. Nice. I'm slowly getting the hang of this. We might actually be really good at this by the time we're done streaming this game. However many different races this game has. Maybe we'll slowly improve as we go. Alright, these are the last 2 guys in front of me. So I want to take it easy. There's a straight right after this turn that I can use to pass both of them if I get close enough. But the key point is getting close enough. And I don't think I got that, did I? I got it. Alright, cool. Yeah, see, they've already gained their speed. I need to really gun it here. And if I can just heavily pull this turn off... Nope. Okay, fine. Here we go. It's all on this bit. Maybe? Maybe? No. 3rd, though. 3rd in my lime yellow Porsche. Not bad at all. And given we started, like, what, 8th? That's not too bad. I definitely think... I'm not going to restart it, because if we do the same race again, it's going to bore me. But we can move on to the next one. There's a little sprint over there, right, that we can drive right over to. New Horizon Adventure chapter.
Hey, Bryant.
blueprints for a bunch of new adventures, and you
Interesting.
have decisions to make.
Okay. Time to pick a new thing to open. PR stunts, more street racing to open, cross-country racing. Let's do the cross-country racing. What is this? Explore an active volcano. Maybe not. I don't have a good car for dirt racing just yet. And that's a whole different style of racing too. The Goliath. Interesting.
Now
Boom.
we're talking. I'll start them together. Ground crew, officials, and barriers. Lots and lots of barriers.
There we go. Alright, let's hop onto this sprint track here. Which I don't think I've done yet either.
Hey amigo, I hear we have the go-ahead for the Goliath. Genial. I hope you're ready, my friend. The way you drive, you might see all of Mexico in one afternoon.
Interesting. The Goliath's like a full cross-country thing. This is rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. I wonder how big of a difference that makes. Alright, we're gonna do the Supra. As long as it doesn't lag out the stream, we're good. They're great effects, it's just it scares me every time that it's gonna lag the game for the rest of the stream like it did the last few times. There's really no need either, it should adjust itself after a bit, but it seems like the stream drops its shit and takes forever to pick it back up. Now let's do this circuit. Or the sprint. I don't really know the differences. A race is a race, really, and I'm just trying to come in first. Interesting. Reservorio Sprint. Reservorio Sprint? Okay. I picked the good car for nighttime, though. Here we go. There was no need for that. Okay. And we're out. There's a big solid straight here for a bit. And if I can just weave my way through these guys. Now we're going to slow it. Awesome. This is beautiful. Alright, get ready. Up. Leave me some room. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, uh-oh. That throws things off. Well, that was almost a solid, like, run from the back to the front. That was not necessary, but I'm going to pass this guy. Thank you, my friend. Beautiful. Now if I can just hold this... I meant to, that was actually, I genuinely did mean to do that, because that stabilized me without me having to slide out. Alright, and now I just gotta hold my position in front, which is arguably easier than trying to speed up to pass people as we go. Because now I can just kind of play it safe. That turn fucked me, yep. And rewinding always makes it feel so cheating, too. It's like, you slide out, you're done, essentially. And that should be the way it is, but... if I do it with no resets, then, like, the race is practically fucked for the rest of the race. Like, and there's no point in going and finishing it by then. So, it's like a guilt versus, like, it is built into the game for that reason, so I gotta get over it. But I also don't want to abuse it, and I think that's the good middle ground to have. Oh. Well, at least I can restabilize this car pretty easily. Ouch. Definitely think it's interesting that I'm rocking mostly rear-wheel drive cars. And I can hear him close on my back left, so now I need to actually get some speed. I also don't feel like I turn this steering wheel enough. I need to be ready to turn it harder. Because it does have more range of motion than I give it credit for. It just doesn't feel like, after a certain point, there is a definite fall off in terms of the helpfulness in the that you've turned it. Eventually, it'd just be too hard to put it back, and I missed that for sure. Unless that counted it. If it counted it, that's insane. Yep, that's fine. Give him the place ahead of me, because we're at 88. I can pass him again here. If I can just hold my stability, please. The car was like spinning out for the last 3 checkpoints. There we go. Shh. The car just spun out for like the last 6 checkpoints, and I almost lost that first place. But I still gained it. I still won it. Still won it. Didn't matter how close it was. Even if it was 500 milliseconds. Or half a second. Half a second. Literal half a second. Thank you. I'll take that podium placement. Let's continue. Yes. Yes. Yes, I will. I'll be very tired of Let's see what we won. 15,000 credits. Nice. We'll buy a new car pretty soon. I do need an off-road vehicle, so I think I'll get one in a second here. Oh, it's raining out. Great. I think that's gonna fuck my stream. But it is nice. Like, I didn't realize the rain effects would hit the screen and all that. There we go. Alright, where's the next item on our list? Let me just straighten out a bit first. We've got 282,000 credits. I think we actually can afford to buy a new car. I love the force feedback on the steering wheel. It's real nice. Let's see. Auction house, huh? I'm looking for... I guess it doesn't really matter. I need a new car. I'm gonna buy new. I need something for off-road. Is that the fucking Warthog from Halo? That is. 850,000. Let's see, who's got good off-road? I guess I have this Ford Bronco already, but it's low rated. This Ford Bronco's better. Ford Performance, C-Class, A-Class. I might grab that A-Class Ford Bronco, I won't lie. As my first off-road vehicle. Unless there's there's definitely better ones, but I know very little about cars for off-roading. I'm not an off-roading guy. Well, Jeep might have something as well, but I'm not a big fan of Jeeps. Is the stupid Jeep truck in here? It is. Okay. We're gonna do... Oh, Land Rover, actually. Oh, well, they don't really have any other off-road vehicles. Interesting. Okay. So then we'll do that better version of the... Was that a Hummer? No. Ford Bronco, a car pack. What is it, DLC? Oh, it is. Interesting. What about... Is there a way to filter by, like... Not country. Why would I filter by country? Filter by car type. Hypercars, retro saloons, vans, and utilities. Let's do... Odds and customs, rally cars. Here we go. So modern rally cars. That M Sport, that Ford Fiesta might not suck. So if I'm picking between a rally car, which is what I would imagine would be good for off-road. I want an all-wheel drive car for sure. This Ford Fiesta is kind of nice, but I can't afford that at full price. What about a... I can, however, afford one of these. Let's see. I'll do this Subaru WRX STI, I think. Well, it's not got the best off-roading compared to this one, though. That's more of a street car. I'll take this one for the off-roading. That's also DLC? Why are the good ones DLC? This S209 STI is also DLC. Why is it only the ones I like? Alright. I'll get this one. I can afford this one, and it's worth getting. Boom. Now, how are we going to design it? I wish it gave me more than just like the top 20, you know? I've never really watched ReZero, so there's no point in me doing that one. But I can do the, I might do the Samurai. Can I do like... Oh, you can just do colors as well. Interesting. Alright, then we can get a decal for it later or something. Oh, they just have some built-in ones too. That's actually pretty sick. I'll do a wooden car. That's pretty sick. A wooden Subaru for off-roading. $33,000. Not that bad at all. And there it is. Another car to add to the collection. Explode? Why would I explode the car? Alright, I now have a car for my off-road events. Let's see how it goes. The Horizon Street Scene Festival Outpost, huh? Here we go. Oh, hey guys. Driving my wooden Subaru. So now if I want to do any off-road races, I have a vehicle for it. Horizon Calera. Let's do this one.
If Horizon's official events don't satisfy you, then it's time to make your own.
Interesting.
Event Lab.
Huh. Alright. Let's do this one, though. I'll mess around with community stuff later, I think. Let's throw this Supra back out there. I've grown a liking to it. I think it's the paint job mixed with the way it looks. It's pretty nice. I don't know if you can really customize it farther than that. I'm sure you can, I just don't know where yet. Well, as we get more credits, we'll start looking into that. Showcase really eats a lot of resources. I go back to work again tonight. I start going back to work again tonight. Every day of the week again. Which is crazy. I don't know how I've done it for this long. And then I'm getting ready to find a new setup pretty soon. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Oh, hey buddy. Alright. He slammed into me. But that is no big deal. That's a street car. Yep. I forget that you can't. I forget that the street race means there are cars you have to dodge. It's fun that way. It's just I forgot about it. Can we do one little race where I don't slide out of place for a little bit? I would like to be a stable driver who doesn't bump his microphone mute with his elbow. Alright. Let's take it easy. These are going to be a few tight turns. I paid the price for that. That's what I get. I need to bump him out of the way and then move immediately. And I'm going to pay for it again. Oh, shit. This is not going well for me. This is going absolutely fucking awful. Alright. Or I guess whatever the fuck's about to happen. Thank you. Yes, I didn't need to see it again. Alright, if I just take it a little easy. Go wide around the car. And now I think I've regained control finally, which is nice. Alright, and after this turn I should be able to pass him. There we go. Much better. Right, and we're back to the... As soon as I said way better, we're back to it. Okay. That's fine, it's fine. I won't battle him for it if it's going to knock me out. Oh, am I lagging a bit? Oh, I think it is. Oh, it's definitely lagging. That's disgusting. Was it? It felt like it was. It felt like my car was just not having it there for a second. Everything's chugging along. Maybe that's just how the environment's moving right now. Jeez. I think it might be a lighting thing, but... Holy shit! This is... It's really pissing me off, because it's like I'm trying to regain balance, and I will not have to rewind as soon as I get my car fucking stable. I understand that they're difficult turns, but like, fuck. The car has a fucking seizure every time it slips on a rock. Here we go. Alright. There's one little sprint up here at the end. I think this might actually wind up being the last race. Something tells me the computer is not gelling with this right now. Or maybe it is, and I'm just staring at it weird. But let me see if I can get far down this sprint here. Oh, very heavy inside pass. All the way up to 4th. That was something. I stole 4 places right there at the end, which was nice. That made up for it. That felt like it made up for it. I think the time of day on that was just what fucked with the game a bit. Here we go. We're back at daytime again, which is better. This Super might just not be tuned very nicely, and that's why it feels like it responds so poorly to everything. It might have, like, pretty bad handling or something, and I've just been driving a shit car. What is this? What is this as comparison to a fast travel point? Oh. Neat. Alright, here we go. There's a little off-road race here, so we can make use of our new car. Oasis Cross Country. Oh, it's a cross-country event. Gotcha. Traveling across the desert, the route launches you to... Yes, okay. With one of several epic jumps before splashing down in a river for a bombastic finish. Okay, so yeah, definitely off-road cars. Oddly enough, the Ford Bronco I have has better off-roading than this one. But this one has better handling. I'm going to try the Subaru on this one, even though I know for a fact a Ford Bronco is probably better for being out on the dirt. But I paid for it, and we're going to make use of it. And plus it'll be faster than the Bronco would have been, I'm pretty sure. And I feel like that's going to matter a little bit more in the early bits here if it's starting on the road. I don't know why it wasn't accelerating there for a minute. Oh, this car's got terrible acceleration. Gotcha. I don't think that's going to matter once we get... Okay, so yeah, this is all dirt racing now. But see, the car's handling it so nicely. Until it gets launched off the road. Okay, I need to be a little careful then. It seems like they're going to be covering their brakes as we go. Ooh, we're outside, but it's fine. I think we stay in third for this. It'll keep us pulling along. Okay, and it's a heavy turn here. I like this almost. It feels a lot better with a car that can actually drive in this. Out of the way. Yeah, there's other Subarus and stuff in front of me. Yeah. Alright. Now I can use this little straight to the jump to get ahead of everybody. Oh, shit. That was actually a really solid landing. Much better than I thought it would be. Look at that. I'm stealing this first place spot right now. Beautiful. Oh, that's a much better feeling than I thought it would be. Look at this jump. Alright, now we're back on the road, which is actually probably harder to drive on, ironically. Out of the way, buddy. Alright, we're over halfway now. It's fine. He took that first spot. Yeah, see, it's chugging along again. I don't like that. It really bugs me. Because it's like a stutter almost. And it's not appealing to the eye. I need the smooth movement in order to see if I'm even gaining on this dude, which I don't think I am. My only hope of gaining on him is a little bit up here. Yeah, what is this? Like, it's a fake lag almost. Second place ain't bad. The car looks fucked, but... Is it not? Yeah, you know, you can see the stuttering on stream for sure. But... Everybody was around the same class of car, so... This still wasn't a bad race. It's just gross that it's lagging like that. I wonder if I open my what is peaking right now? Oh, my CPU. My RAM's not doing too bad actually. Can I hide that? Does that help? I think it might. No, it doesn't really do anything. Alright. I'm just making sure, because it looks like everything is having its field day with my... So my CPU is being utilized to the fullest right now, which I guess it's supposed to. It's just... I don't quite understand why, And I could always up my RAM and stuff, but that's, yeah, I think this is really as good as it gets without doing a dual PC stream. So, we'll do a little drive around a bit. I think celebrate a bit. And then we can wind it down with like a VR game of some sort, I think. Not sure what. I wouldn't hate to do like what did we do recently? We've done Pavlov recently. I know they released Prop Hunt and stuff. We can do Contractors or Vermilion. Vermilion might be a separate stream kind of thing. But we could do. Is it 3 o'clock already? Oh, it is coming up on 3 o'clock. Just a second. All right, it's gonna be time for me to go to the store here. So I am actually gonna end the stream here. But don't you worry at all. We should be getting back to Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. So that is something that I can satisfyingly guarantee almost. And I'll try to hold myself to it as best I can. Obviously, I never know what's about to happen in the following Tuesdays or Thursdays. So we'll have to see. I will try my best, and we will be doing a different variety of things. Next stream will probably be a VR stream. We might do some Contractors, play a couple matches of that. Maybe even some VR story game if I really feel the urge. Or maybe even, you know what, VR Minecraft might be a shout. We could do that. So that'll be probably what we do next stream. It was fun to actually race around in Forza for a bit, but if the computer can't handle it like that, that's kind of annoying. But I get it. So alright. What are perks? What do you mean, view perks? Skill hub? Oh! Oh, right. Cars have skills and stuff. Gain an instant 3,000 XP from owning this car. That's cool. Just driving this car around a little bit has mastered it a bit. That's nice. See, there's still so much of this game I know nothing about, because I only play it on stream. Well, I played in my free time a little bit, but I would like to stream it more. This is satisfying, actually. And we actually ended up picking a pretty decent playlist this time as well. Look at all these hot air balloons up here. This game is just beautiful to free roam in, which is one of my favorite bits about it. Hey guys, it's me! That dude would have died. Just the force alone from the car. Let's see if we can do this speed trap. Here we go. Any way to get up above 125? Nope. 117. Not quite. 89 more miles per hour. That's crazy. Well, I guess if you start from this road, you might actually be able to gain quite a bit of distance. But you need a car that can hit 200. This car can't even hit 200. Right, the fastest I think it can do is about 160. Maybe 200 downhill. No, it barely hits 160 downhill. There we go. I mean, that's still pretty impressive for a Subaru, I suppose. Like a simple Subaru like this. It stabilized itself really nicely, though. That's one thing this car has going for it, is stability. Unlike the other Subaru I was using. Now let's just jump this mountain here. And then I do have to go to the store, because I do need to pick up groceries. Woo! Before work. Alright. since it is coming up on 3 o'clock, the enjoyment does not end. If you missed last Tuesday's Forza stream, I believe the half of that while we were doing our stress test is getting uploaded to the second channel today at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 2 p.m. PST. So it should be in a few minutes here. So as this stream ends, you can go and check that out on my second channel. And yesterday we uploaded a video reacting to the Marauders announcement trailer, which you can check out on my main channel, VictoryTGH on YouTube. And then finally, we have another video going out tomorrow, Wednesday, on the main channel, which is a reaction to... I won't say what. It is a... actually, I will. It's the Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed trailer. We're reacting to that. And that will be up tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And then we also have a reaction coming out on Friday, I believe. So you'll see this VOD up Thursday, I believe, on the second channel, which is nice. Alright, if I don't stop the stream now, I'm gonna keep driving until I we're going to the ocean. I think that'll be the most satisfying way to do this. Here we go. Woo! Massive car damage.